number 12 has a significant meaning in my life. I was born on the 12th day of March, and I was 12 when I discovered my passion for my future career to be an aerospace engineer and work in space technology. I don't think it's by accident that the universal number for space and time is 12, and that there have been 12 men to walk on the moon. And now, IBM is now in their 12th month of having the artificial intelligence Watson on the International Space Station. Artificial intelligence technologies are crucial to the future of the exploration and studying of space. For the past 50 years, American space programs have had new advances in their systems every time they've sent something into the atmosphere with a human. And soon it's very possible that all space exploration won't even require humans physically being there. And that's sort of scary because we've been involved in this for the past 50 years, the whole space race and everything. It's something that us as Americans are proud of, that we were the first people to land and plant our flag on the moon. And now we might lose all that history and just have robots do that for us. The future of AI in space may not pose an imminent threat now, but it could with the advancement of aerospace and artificial technology. Supercomputers like IBM's Watson can aid humans by completing tasks more efficiently than astronauts. That's these companies' main goal is to improve the working environment of the astronauts to benefit us. It's not, the whole purpose isn't to not take away the human factor from it. I, like nearly 80% of all Americans, have a device in my pocket that is more powerful than all of the computers in 1969 that was on the Apollo 11 mission, which landed us on the moon. Our phones are millions times more faster and powerful. That's mind-blowing to me. We have a piece of technology in our pockets that have a larger capability than what they had to go up into space thousands of miles away. That's just crazy to me. A modern toaster has more power and capability than the space capsule did in 1969. We're using that to cook our bread, and they use that to land on the moon. That's crazy to me. Watson, as I mentioned earlier, has the max capability of 80 teraflops, which he can complete 80 trillion operations per second. That basically means that he's smarter than every human in the world combined, and he can do trillions of tasks faster than a bullet can come out of a gun. Comparatively, the iPhone XR, the new iPhone XR, only runs 5 teraflops. We think our little handheld devices are so great, but to Watson, it's merely a play toy. And also, to put it in perspective, there are $80 trillion flowing in circulation in the total global economy. Watson can do a task per second for every dollar in the world. Now, what I can't forget to mention is that there are rovers and drones flying around in space and exploring new planets, but those are not as super powered and powerful as Watson or even Alexa or fictional Iron Man's Jarvis. It's not one of those super intelligences that are self-aware. But on the space station, technology is unmatched at the moment. To be exact, on the ISS, the artificial intelligence they use there is a combination of Alexa stuffed with all the capabilities of Watson, and it's called Simon. And it's pretty incredible because he is actually responsive to the humans on the space station, and they can have conversations with him while answering questions. Simon actually calls the astronauts up there rude because they compared him to the HAL 9000 of 2001's A Space Odyssey, where in that movie and book, the robot actually takes over the takes over the space shuttles and eventually kills all the humans. But luckily, Simon does not have access to the main power controls or anything, so you don't have to be nervous. It's not like Simon's gonna hit a button and start killing people. But then also, don't you think they could have made it a little more like intimidating? That's kind of like like they spent billions of dollars to create Simon, and he kind of just looks like a little balloon character. But what I really want everyone to understand is that artificial intelligence is not at the point yet where it can make decisions that require the human element. At this point, a robot cannot simply like run a program and start doing things that require moral and like ethical decisions like we do. I'm not saying that that it never will be possible, but at this point in time, AI technology does not have that self-aware factor. Some people may argue that superintelligence like Watsons or even household robots like Roombas have that human thought processing systems, but they really don't. They originally just were made to run simple programs to do simple tasks. Roombas have sensors to detect walls, and their main jobs were to pick up dirt, dust, and clean the house. Watson, his original purpose was to beat the world record holder Ken Jennings in Jeopardy, and that was his original job. He completed that, and it's just grown and developed into way much more. And now he's up in space, like helping out these astronauts and making decisions for them. To put it simply, Watson and Simon and space, they're not necessarily needed, but they do greatly affect the work environment and all the discoveries that the astronauts do. But right now, they're just aids to the humans. And it's very possible that soon programs like Simon will be running like their own total missions by themselves without humans being involved. Artificial intelligence may be rapidly advancing each day, but that does not mean it's immediately going to replace jobs and tasks completed by humans. Jobs like physicists, aerospace engineers, like what I want to be, and astronauts will not just simply be replaced by these programming. They aren't going anywhere just yet. These specific jobs require the human element, as I was saying earlier. All this new technology is fascinating, and it's helping the world every single time there's a new breakthrough in the field. And I hope to continue the path that the previous 5 decades of exploration of space and artificial technology has set for me, and I'm really excited to do that. And as I said in the beginning, the number 12 has a bigger meaning to me than just being a math term. And in 12 years from now, after I go through school and everything, no matter how developed and superior to us artificial intelligence may be or seem to the public, I hope that I am responsible and I'm part of the next big and revolutionary step that sends humans farther than they ever been before. Thank you.